What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today we have an exciting video ahead of us, and it's going to be involving two of the three roasts that I've done with you guys, and we're going to be comparing them and seeing how the roast came out. Specifically with this comparison, we're going to be reviewing two of the roasts that were identical in drop temp but different development time ratios. So we're going to see if there's any indications or differences in the taste profile, in the profile itself, and see if there is a roast profile that we prefer over the other. And these are going to be them right here. So we have our 10-minute, 35-second roast, drop temp of 430 degrees, and a 17.64% development time ratio. The other one is a 14-minute and 43-minute roast. This should say 430 degrees, but I wrote 20 on accident, 420, and development time ratio of 6.46%. So let's see how these two have come out, and review it together, see if we like the way it came out, if we didn't, and to keep this video short and not drag it on too long, which is something that I plan on doing for the follow-up video to this, which will most likely be tomorrow. I want to have a video where we're comparing each of them side by side and try to pick up differences. I don't have anything too planned for that, but we'll feel it out in the morning when I get up and after reviewing this. Specifically because I have a feeling that the beans that I have are a little old and we may not be getting the best of what that bean had. Not to damper the video or anything like that, but I mean, that's the reality of it. The beans are over a year old now, and I'm a little worried that we are approaching its staleness portion of its life. But worst comes to worst, we make a bunch of espresso roasted coffee beans out of each of these that I have, and we go on to the next ones. Let's get to trying espresso with these two side by side. We'll try it out. So we're going to be shooting for 18 grams for both. I'm going to be using the grind setting that I had success with last time, which was a 6, and that was with the filter in the basket. Wow, the smell is really nice. So this is the one I'm smelling right now. This is the 17.64% development time ratio. Let's get a close-up of these beans. Really nice color on these. Definitely darker. Let's measure 18. The scent is really nice. So what I will do is I'm going to avoid heating the machine up prior. Kind of want to just rip it from a cold start and hope for the best. Okay, we have this here. Let's get this grinded up. I completely forgot to tear out the portafilter, so angle's going to be a little different. Apologize about that. I was really excited to try these coffee beans, man. Okay, let me get the paper filter. Down to my last bag. I ordered 200 of these. I honestly really enjoy them in my puck prep routine. I love the idea behind them. I'm so glad that I wasn't stubborn like I was in the beginning and assumed that these wouldn't speed up an extraction from the espresso machine. I was so certain that it would slow down because you're technically adding in an additional piece of resistance in the flow, but it's absorbing the fine sediments that would technically block the holes in the basket, allowing a faster flow rate, a more efficient flow rate. So totally recommend this to really up your game. It's a small investment for a big change, I feel, or a big enough change. But we have this. I'm going to move you guys closer to the grinder, and let's get this grinded up. All right, so we had 18 in. Let's see what the result is. We're looking at 17.4. Are you kidding me? I love this bellows. 17.6. Retention is horrible. Not good. Let me see if I can get a little bit more. I cleaned up prior, so all this coffee sediment that I'm seeing over here is definitely from these beans. Dang, 17.7. That's not good. Let's get to puck prep. Let's get to WDT. Where's my paper towel? New angles, new positions, and it's throwing me off like crazy. The smell is actually really nice. It definitely has not a dark roast scent to it, but a darker roast. Like you could tell these have been roasted for longer than what your typical light bean would be roasted for. But there's also like a lot of pleasant scents coming from it too. Smells. What do you call it? Aroma is when it's wet. Fragrance. The fragrance that I'm picking up. The tones from the fragrance is very nice. All right. Let's get this. You know, I'm trying the cinematic view when I don't have it down pat. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But hopefully I don't mess this video up too much by trying to be fancy. Let's see. Beautiful. There we go. Oh yeah, not good. All right. Let's get this put into the to the espresso machine, and we'll get the brewing. Let's get this in. And they're nice and tight. Let's get the scale positioned. Got my little espresso mug. There. All right, it's ready to go. Let's see, moment of truth. Did I get the puck prep right? There we go. A little fine. Yeah, it's a little on the fine side. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. I'll keep you guys in the loop. Sorry, we're at 25 grams, 20 seconds. Did I get 38? Come on. 31, 37.9. That's it here. All right, and let's get to prepping the second one. All right, let's get this one set up as quickly as I can. We'll do the same thing. This is the 6.46% DTR. Just throwing it around. Let's see. These look lighter. These definitely look lighter. I'll try to put it side by side if I know how to. Let's get this weight up. You know what, before I do this, we'll put it on, you know what, to keep it identical, we'll keep it on 6. Yeah, these beans look more up my alley. There was like a vegetal smell though, which doesn't make sense. All right, 17.9. I'm gonna just fly through this, so bear with me. Okay. All right, we're on 6 again. Feeling we're going to be seeing over 18. Let's find out. 17.7. All right, I'll take that. Not too upset. Yeah, I don't know if I'm liking this angle too much. There's too much moving around. And the tripod's way too tall. Or else I would love to just have it propped right up next to me and you could watch everything that my hands are doing pretty much. I don't know, this smells kind of nice. But I do have a feeling that these beans are going to be a little stale. Just like the first one I did. Okay. Whatever coffee grinds I have on here, let's get it put back in. We'll go for our final tamp. So my first tamp is to kind of push down the coffee grinds below the funnel so I can take that funnel off, and then this tamp is the final like press. And that one actually came out really nice. Okay, there we go. Let's get this over here. Oh yeah, let me clean this up first. All right. On with me, my friends. Alright, it's prepped, ready for the drip feature, the function. Let's see if I can get this to record a little better. Alright. Same thing. So these both would need to be grinded on a 7 on my Baratza, but this one's flowing a little better actually, so that's good. Shooting for 36. Oh, this is moving much quicker. So 20 seconds, 38.1 gram output. This is it here. I can't do I could do side by side like this. See if we can notice any differences. Oh yeah, much darker, much lighter. Same drop temp. So development time ratio definitely means a lot. So we're gonna start with this guy first. Let's see how this tastes. Hopefully the mic being over here is a little better. If there's a lot of movement, I do apologize. It could be my wiring too that might be rubbing up against the microphone's little head cover thing, plushie cover. Definitely a dark scent. I would say taste-wise, it's more suited towards like an espresso roast. I don't know. I don't know. It's the other one, the one I just brewed. I have a feeling they're stale, bro. Yeah, then that's nothing nice. The beans might be bad. The only way to tell is I have so much more coffee that I could grind. It's I guess I don't know. I really don't know because this was roasted darker. There are similarities. It's just not enjoyable. It's kind of sad. I really hope I don't have to throw out this coffee. You know what? Let's do the third one now because I'm not going to make another video if the coffee is not good. So bear with me. I'm going to just set you up here. We're going to do a third prep. I'm just going to do a basic. One of my typical Mickey P camera angles. Just do it like this if possible. All right. Yeah, definitely not good. Not good. Let's clean this up. All right. Let's do this. The video I didn't plan on doing, but that needs to get done. This is a 425 degree drop temp with a 10.02% DTR. The fun times, man, the fun times. These are similar in color to the first one. So let's get these weighed up. How interesting. Isn't this stuff interesting? The other thing that I really learned is when you get coffee beans, you need to roast them. Not only that, check when they were harvested, when they were dried up, like check all that. I got these for Christmas last year, but the beans never came with like a date of when they were harvested, when they were processed, nothing. So it's really hard to determine the freshness of these beans. But given that this was my Christmas gift from last year, more than likely these are, oh crap, they haven't even been on camera. More than likely these are not fresh anymore. So it's a little upsetting, but I mean that's the game, I guess. All right. Hopefully no one ever has to drink these again. If they are stale, I don't want to throw them out, but I feel like that's what I'm going to end up having to do. I thought I could just make an espresso roasted coffee out of these, but honestly, even at that darker roast that I had, that first one, it really wasn't that nice. I could make milk drinks out of it. I guess that is an option, but still, like, it's still not great. So I'm on 6 again. We'll follow the routine. Okay, We're looking for as close to 18 as possible. 17.5. Good enough. Where am I? Then, it's kind of sad. It's definitely, it's a buzzkill. You know, no one ever wants to have to roast stale beans without knowing. But it's definitely my part. My fault, because I didn't roast these quick enough. So we'll try the Ethiopian. What else do I have? I have the Chinese coffee. I forgot the other one I had. It's not Colombian. It's not Mexican. It's not Costa Rican. I don't remember. But whatever that other coffee is, we'll roast one of each of them. We'll try to do as similar to a roast profile as I possibly can for each of them. Or what I'll do is, because I know for a fact the Ethiopian, I had some really good roasts. I don't know which ones they were, but I could go back to my videos from last year and just see which ones I like the best. Try to mimic that roast as best as I can, and use those, use that roast profile to create the coffee for the Ethiopian. All right. All right, last but not least, even though it probably is least good. Least good. Okay, let's do it. Let's get you over here. All right. Okay, starting slow. Timer didn't pick it up yet. There we go. So it's like 3 seconds in. Pretty good. It's going to be quick. Closer to 20 seconds, I'm going to assume. Yeah, we're looking at about 20 seconds. 38.6, 38.7. All right, last one. I think to determine if each of these coffees are stale is we roast. Like I said, we're going to roast each of them. And we're going to hope for the best, man. I really don't want to have to get rid of these. Because the taste profile on these are like fruity. It's supposed to be very fruity. And these aren't fruity at all. It's the same thing. It's definitely vegetal. It has not the most pleasant taste. It's just bland. The other thing is, it was roasted on the 30th. We're looking at 13 days from roast. We should be at its like peakness or coming close to its peakness in terms of development. Puck Prep, it said it was at its freshest a few days ago. So I don't know. But all three of these definitely were a fail. I think what we're going to do next is we're going to go back to my Ethiopian coffee. We're going to roast that and just see. You know, I've had awesome results with the Ethiopian. I sent some of the Ethiopian to my buddies in Virginia who loved it. So I know I've had successful results with the Ethiopian, so we're going to try that out. Hope for the best. If it comes out similar to this, then I know that what we're tasting is like a staleness in the coffee, or it going bad, or whatever it is. But it's a bummer. It's a buzzkill. But you live and learn. You know, this is definitely a valuable lesson. Don't buy green coffee and sit on it. Roast it. Maybe what we'll do is let's make a latte. Let's just end it with some positivity. Even though I suck at latte art, but let's end it on a good note. And hope this comes out well. Got whole milk right here. Okay. I'm not going to say this is the most successful way to steam milk, but at least on a Breville, this is where I found success with steaming milk. Okay, so I have roughly 6 ounces in here. This is a Normcore milk jug. And what I do is I cover the tip of the steamer in the milk, just the tip, just enough so that it's fully underneath. Turn it on, and we're going to hear it start. So what I do is I wait for it to start to blow the milk, so it's in a circle. It's moving in counterclockwise rotation. We're going to pull it down. You want to hear the tearing. You want to count up to 10, between 8 and 10. Okay, I did 9 seconds. It's getting hot. So I brought it up a little to cover the nozzle. Hot to the touch. We're going to stop it. I keep it under until the noise is completely done. I don't have a wet rag. I'll clean that up after. Uh-oh. That's not good. There we go. So you're gonna stir it a little. Let's combine 2 of the coffees here. We'll do the first and the third one I made. Got 1, 2. What a shame. What a shame for these coffees. It's kind of a bummer, dude. Kind of a bummer. Alright. Swirl the espresso a little. Swirl the milk. If there's any bubbles, try to bang them out. Let's see what we can do over here. Yep, did a terrible job on the milk. Terrible, terrible. Jeez. This video should just be called a terrible video. Look at this. What even is this? What is that? What is this? What's happening? Alright. Didn't end on a high note, but we'll end on this. The milk is saving it. The milk is saving this coffee. Well, that's going to end this roasting series for the Costa Rican coffee. We'll do the Ethiopian next. I have a ton left. I have about 20 pounds left. 15 to 20 pounds left of that coffee. So we'll do that next. When I start my new job next week. Maybe we'll try to do it tomorrow or Friday. We'll get some roasting in. But appreciate you guys. Sorry for a bummer of a video, but can't win everything, you know. This is life, and we're gonna continue trucking on. Thanks for tuning in. We'll have another video that we're gonna do. I did not plan on getting this coffee, but this is where I was the other day, and I'll leave it at that. So we'll review something exciting together and bring some joy back to the videos. So I'll see ya.